Hi, this is my play review on Young Frankenstein. In the play Young Frankenstein, we start out by seeing Dr. Frankenstein teaching his students about the importance of the brain. Then we find out his grandfather has passed away and he must travel to Transylvania to settle his estate. When he arrives, he is met by Igor and Inga, his new assistants. He doesn't really care for Igor at the beginning of the song Together Again, but halfway through the song, we can see that Dr. Frankenstein grows to appreciate his new friend. And in the song Roll in the Hay, we see the doctor's interest in his new assistant girl, Inga, noticeably by him looking at her breasts and telling innuendos to the audience. Then we meet Frau Blucher. He does not like this woman. She's an old, mean housekeeper. We can see this in the scene with the bookcase, how Dr. Frankenstein pretty much tells her to go away. And she's like trying to like get onto him, and he does not want anything to do with that. But later we find out that Frau Blucher and Victor, the doctor's grandfather, were in a secret love affair. Then after that, Dr. Frankenstein reads his grandfather's book about bringing creatures back from the dead. And then in the next scene, we actually see him carry out this experiment. And he brings back to life what they call the creature. At first, we can see this creature struggle with normal human behavior, and then he escapes and terrifies the townspeople. Then later on, when the creature is captured again, the doctor realizes what is going to help the creature. He shows the creature love, and then they perform in song and dance, putting on the Ritz. Towards the end of the show, as the audience applauds, towards the end of that little show, not the whole show, as the audience applauds, we see the monster freak out because a light bulb blows. The light sends the creature back into a primitive state, then throws the doctor. We also see the doctor's fiancée fall in love with the creature and the doctor with Inga. Eventually, the monster lures the creature back to his lab, where he does a brain transference. The creature is thought dead after this. And then the townspeople break in and take the doctor to be hanged for his crimes. Then after the doctor is hanged, the creature barges in, who is now able to speak, and he gets the doctor down and brings him back to life. That's done with done with that part. Now, I have not had a chance to watch the play, although I really want to. I could talk about my experiences in the play. As for acting on stage versus acting on camera, there are many big differences, such as for the camera, if you make a mistake, you can always re-record it again. But as for the stage, you cannot make a mistake. There are no do-overs. One thing I noticed was the consistency in the play. Some nights I would forget to put on the goggles during the life sequence. And that it was just like from night to night. And as for like acting on the TV, for the camera, you have to be really consistent. Like you have to remember to wear them every shoot you take. Another thing I noticed in acting on stage versus acting on camera was voices. I remember one night my voice cracked during the Brain song. But if that was on camera, we could always just re-record it. But as stated before, there are no redos on stage. Overall, I think Young Frankenstein was one of the most fun plays I've ever done. I think there are many strong parts, and I didn't notice any weak parts. We were the closest cast I've ever been in. I think for camera, it could have been a lot different with all the different angles and whatnot. Like, I can just picture it being very different for a camera. I can picture like actually like getting close up, and special effects would have been a lot easier too if it was on camera. But yeah, that's it. thanks for watching my play review of Young Frankenstein.